Hey everybody, I am live. It's Saturday evening. It's rainy and windy. Hello, Alan K. Kwan. Hello, Abdi Adam. Hello, Giuseppe. Hello, Doctor in London, and hello there, Pamela and Danny Kaman. Good evening to you. And hello, Paula. I am very well indeed. And hello, John O'Meara. And everyone else in the space-time continuum. And hello, Vivian. It is raining. It's sort of on and off, though. Right now, it seems to be sort of off. Hello, Thomas Brown. The crowd is going wild. Hello, Steve and Mark Lang. And Brett Mallon. We're at the corner of King and Parliament. Hey, Marie Palmer. Frosty Forest, hello there. Storm 9 and Michael Newing, hello there. Peter Stock. Hello, Pentlands and Dave in Bangor, Maine. How are things in Bangor, Maine? Hey, Mark Maloney in North Bay. How's it going up in the old hometown? I'm trying to stay dry, McGill. I'm trying to keep my feet dry. Yeah, it's kind of windy and rainy, just kind of shit weather, more or less. Hey, Terratopia's here. Happy Saturday. Hello to Whitby Dude and Kathleen. And hello to Janet as well. Nice, we got a nice little crowd here right off the bat. North Bake, Thomas Brown. I've never heard it referred to that before. That's a first for me. It kind of is fitting in a way, though. Yeah, I guess this Staples is closed down. Is it, Michael Wynn? Yep. It always seemed a little out of place here, kind of a big box type store. Kind of in the middle of an old sort of 19th century era neighborhood. Hey, Brad's here, all right. Hello to Brad and the Martells. And Estelle, you made it to a live stream. Awesome. The sky seems to be clear heading in this direction, so maybe that means pretty soon this drizzle will come to an end. Hey, Bobby Hall. All kinds of things are coming down, Bobby Hall. It is a bit chilly. I'm actually wearing my hoodie. This is the first time in months that I've worn a hoodie while live streaming. Even in North Bay, I was just wearing my t-shirt. It was actually pretty warm when I was up there. It's not raining in Whitby. Well, let's hope it is not raining here sooner rather than later. Hey, 12 is here. Took a beautiful photo of the sky. Awesome. I'll look at your Instagram if you put it on there. Yeah, it's a bit quiet. Just walking along King Street, heading towards the financial district. That would be west. Hey, Mark S., how you doing? And we've got 69 people watching right now. Nice.
So that I disagree. Like, so I'm saying it's gone too far on that side that now. Yeah, in the sense. No, but yes, in the sense that like.
Scott Briggs, yeah, we had some thunder and lightning last night, actually.
You're not looking at.
Which is not extremely common in mid-October.
You're not looking at the qualifications anymore. You're adding.
Nice. It was hot there, was it? It's been warm here the last week or so, like into the mid-20s or even higher with the humidex. But today's actually feeling more like a fall day. I think it's only around 12 or 13 degrees Celsius right now. But that kind of warm, summery weather can't last forever. Oh, that sounds like fun, 12. Sounds like tons of fun. Hey, Brian, Weston Road, how's it going? Hey, T-Shods, yeah, happy rainy Saturday is right. I think it's stopped though. Maybe I can lower my umbrella here. Just the odd little drop here and there. Hey, Annette Maloney and High Fivers here. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's been a pretty chill weekend so far, Estelle. Sherbourne Street. The infamous Sherbourne Street. Of course, this part is not the sketchy part. You have to go up northward to get to the sketchy part. Hey, Tom Tim Tongues here. Hey, hey, how you doing? So I noticed Mr. Strides did one of his sniping special videos where he put me and Ginny in it. That was fun to watch. I guess no one else can snipe Ginny though. She's leaving town tonight. She might have missed her flight though, so she might have to leave tomorrow morning. If you don't know who that is, she's a live streamer from Twitch who was in Toronto for the last week or so. I didn't even know who she was until about a week or so actually. But I actually met her at Yonge and Dundas. Trying to read the chats here with my umbrella in my hand. It's a little tricky. How is George Street? It's the same as always. I think there are plans to sort of kind of tear down the old Seton house and build a new facility and kind of clean up the street, but as for now, it's still the same old George Street. I need an intern, yeah. Or maybe I can just fold up my umbrella and stick it under my arm, since it's currently not raining. So maybe I'll do that. That way I'll have at least one free hand. Kind of sucks when you're live streaming and you don't have any free hands, because you definitely need a hand, at least one. So I hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. Anyone watching anything good on TV or any streaming services? I heard the new season of You is on Netflix now, so I might start watching that. I have watched the first 2 seasons. Yeah, I've heard about the Squid Game show. I still haven't checked that one out. And man, what I'm super excited about is the new Beatles documentary series that's going to be on Disney Plus. November 25th, it gets released on Disney Plus. It's like a 6-hour, 3-part Beatles documentary. Or not really, not a documentary, just more like a chronicle of their recording sessions when they were recording the Let It Be album. So that's what I'm excited about. I saw the trailer for it and I was like, oh yeah. Let me watch it now, please. When did I start listening to the Beatles? When I was a little kid. Like 5, 6 years old, I think. Hockey season, yeah, that doesn't really resonate with me very much. I barely pay attention to it. The Monkeys, I actually like the Monkeys too. I've watched quite a few Monkeys YouTube videos and documentaries, and a made-for-TV movie that's on YouTube called Daydream Believer. I remember watching it when it was on TV like 20 years ago. I just recently rewatched it. It's not a bad little made-for-TV movie about the Monkeys. And there's St. James Park. Okay, so it's definitely not raining now, so I'm just going to put the gimbal down for a second and fold up my umbrella. If I could find a dry spot to put it down. This umbrella is a bit of a pain in the ass to fold up. You need 2 hands to do it. All right. There, now I have a free hand. Haha. Spinal Tap, yeah. That is a classic, hilarious movie. Mark S is enjoying the stream. That's awesome. The Ruddles. Yeah, I've watched the Ruddles. And the Monkeys movie Head, you know, I've still never watched it. It's on YouTube, or it was last time I checked. The entire movie is on there. I just haven't set aside a time to just sit down and watch it. It's something I've been meaning to do, though. Romachek, it is very London-esque, yep. Like the rain comes and then it goes, and then the clouds come and then they go. Yeah, I've seen some clips from the movie, the Monkeys movie Head. So I have seen the clip with Frank Zappa. I've always been a fan of Frank Zappa as well. Remember in the 80s, his daughter sort of became a celebrity when she did that song Valley Girl. Although Frank Zappa wrote the song, but she sang it. Valley girl, she's a valley girl. For sure, for sure. What's for dinner? I'm not sure yet. Not too sure. For sure, not too sure. What's a valley girl? They were sort of like an 80s phenomenon that supposedly began in the San Fernando Valley of Los Angeles with teenage girls who kind of talked in this odd way, with this odd cadence when they spoke. Kind of like, oh my god! And gag me to the max, and gag me with a spoon. I think that was another one. And for sure. They kind of talked in that weird way where everything sounds like a question, you know? Moon Unit, yeah, that was her name. Hey, Megan is here. Hello, Megan. And Megan will be in town next weekend, the same weekend that Bevy will be in town. So that'll be fun. We'll have Bevy visiting and Megan visiting. And we'll no doubt all get together and do some fun stuff and record a video or a live stream or something. Burrito Boys, yeah, Burrito Boys does sound good for dinner. It always sounds good for dinner. Mark Lang, yeah. Heathers, yeah, I have that movie. That movie is pretty dark and twisted. That's why I like it. I think that was Christian Slater's sort of breakout role. I think that was before he did... Was it before or after he did Pump Up the Volume? I'm not too sure. Maybe Pump Up the Volume was his breakout role? I don't know. One of those. I remember my sister loved that movie Pump Up the Volume so much that she ordered a VHS tape of the movie when doing such a thing was exorbitantly expensive because it wasn't really available in stores for some reason, and so she ordered it, and it cost her well over $100 just for a VHS copy of Pump Up the Volume. That was like late 80s, early 90s. I think the movie came out in 89, I think. Yeah, maybe 1990. And then I lent that VHS tape to a friend of mine because they wanted to watch the movie, and I never got it back. So that was what happened to the expensive movie that my sister ordered. I wonder if that person still has it. Oh yeah, the Martells, wow. Yeah, back in those days, getting that kind of stuff was kind of a chore. You had to be like a fan to go out of your way to get a hold of music and movies that you really liked that weren't readily available. Well, she wasn't too happy about it. I think that was a few years later, so maybe she was sort of over her Christian Slater phase by then. But if it happened like right after, she would have killed me, yeah. Is she over that? Maybe she forgot all about it, and she'll watch this stream and we'll remind her, and then she'll be mad at me all over again. So I kind of learned my lesson. After that, I was very wary of loaning people any of my VHS movies, or obviously anyone else's that I was in possession of. Because yeah, that tends to happen. They tend to just never come back to you. And I know that for a fact because I have a VHS tape that someone lent me 20 years ago and I still have it. So I did it too. It was a Star Trek, the making of Star Trek Deep Space Nine on VHS. Still have it. It's sitting right in plain view in my living room with my collection of movies. Now all that stuff is just on YouTube. All these making of this and making of that and things that were considered rare and hard to come by 20 years ago. It's just all on YouTube now. I didn't watch it live, Marie, but I did watch a replay. Yeah, that was awesome. It's kind of hard to believe, in a way, that Captain Kirk went up into space for real. I think that's awesome. Some people thought it was like stupid or a waste of resources or whatever, but come on. I think that's awesome. Captain Kirk was in space, man. Send up Patrick Stewart now. Scott Briggs, I do not recall that. Yeah, I saw that CIBC changed their logo. That's Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce. This is Commerce Court right here. Commerce Court West. Before Shatner went up, a lot of people were afraid that he was going to die, that he wouldn't be able to take the stress of the launch or the landing, and he would just drop dead. But he had no problem. 90 years old. It's hard to believe. He certainly doesn't seem like any 90-year-old. Just walks around just as easily as ever. Yeah, that's right. He's tough. He's a tough one. Hey, Keenan. How's it going in London? It has been a while, hasn't it? Yeah. It was a stunt double, yeah. That's right, Teratopia. Help me, Spock. Help me. I, William Shatner, went up to space in a penis-shaped rocket. The Shat. Yeah, Marcus, I don't know, that movie, I rewatched it recently, and I don't know, didn't think it held up all that well. It was alright. It's nowhere near as good as Star Trek First Contact. Hey, Hyacinth Gordon, how's it going? Happy Saturday. Yeah, you have yourself a great night as well. Yeah, Scott Briggs, I just watched that one recently again too. I think one of the funniest lines in that movie is, "You broke your little ships," after Picard freaks out and smashes the display case with all the little models of the Starship Enterprises over the years. Yeah, I am a 2001 fan, yeah. I have that movie on VHS. I don't have it on DVD or anything, just VHS. Hey, Ryan Rides. That's the Voyage Home. I think you're thinking of Ryan Rides. That was when Captain Kirk and Spock are in San Francisco. It wrecked your mind, yeah. It sort of blew my mind. I don't know about wrecked it. Well, the sky has cleared up somewhat, so that's good. Yeah, these Star Trek movies sort of alternate between good and not so good, almost in order. Star Trek the Motion Picture, not so good. Star Trek The Wrath of Khan, good. Star Trek The Search for Spock, not so good. Okay, I guess. Star Trek The Voyage Home, good. You liked all of them? I mean, I didn't hate any of them. I just thought some were definitely better than the others, sort of in that alternate order I mentioned.
No pressure. Easy. No, it's the whole.
Yeah, Whippy dude. My favorite scene, maybe, or part of 2001, you know, it's sort of divided into 3 acts, I guess, was the first act when all the ape men were all hanging out. Hey, boy from New York. There's like an airliner going over the city. UFO, yeah. This sort of does look like a UFO. Landed right in downtown Toronto. My gimbal's acting drunk. Okay, there we go. Yeah, headquarters in the boys. Hey, Mike Phillips, Long Beach, California. Isn't that where Howard Hughes flew the Spruce Goose? A gigantic airplane, I think the biggest airplane to ever actually fly. Look at the theater. Why is my gimbal acting all drunk? You're too new to be acting drunk, gimbal. I think it's time they took down those come from away signs. I don't think that production is coming back. Whoops. I'm trying to get my gimbal to wake up. There we go. Yeah, is that right, Clayton Crawford? Yeah. What are you drunk for, you crazy gimbal? Hey, Cena SNN, hello, hello. And Zach McNally, how's it going? Yeah, I'm using the new gimbal. Mr. Strides gifted to me on my birthday. That was cool. There's another theater. Hey, Toronto Walk and Drive, how's it going? I've seen some of your videos. Welcome, welcome. It's another local Toronto walktuber and driver, I guess. Maybe some people are coming out now that the rain has died off. One too many burritos. One too many. Ah. I'm just crossing the street so I don't have to walk past all the music that's always playing on Restaurant Row there. Count Burrito Cula. Ah. Oh, there's music on this side too. Oh well. So much for that plan. That didn't exactly work out the way I thought it would. Well, let me just keep on talking here. I think there's more music on the other side of the street though, so this was probably still the best way to go. Titanic. Oh no. Oh, I thought it was Titanic. Titan. I just saw the Titan and I was like, oh, Titanic. Yeah, I try to avoid muting the audio. It's something I'd rather not do, but I have done it before. 12 has given up on Windows. Take that, Bill Gates. Take that. This is a Muzak zone. It's a very big Muzak zone. There's a Restaurant Row. We're walking by the Tiff Bell Lighthouse now, where the film festival is headquartered and where they screen lots of movies. Yeah, I'm a fan of old storefronts. Here they tore down a bunch of old storefronts for this new building, but I think they're going to reconstruct them. I see they've sort of retained the facade of that one. So I think they're going to replicate the look of the old storefronts here when they rebuild this. At least they darn well better. All right, Alex, enjoy your dinner. I will be enjoying my dinner later on after the stream. Scott, yeah, I like lots of David Cronenberg movies. And I saw him one time walking down Bloor Street. I think the first David Cronenberg movie I ever saw was, what was it called now? It was in the early 80s. I'll have to think about this. It was really creepy and weird, but that describes almost all of his movies. Videodrome, that's it, Scott, that's it. I think I watched that when I was around 14 years old, and I was like, what in the heck is going on with this this bizarre ass movie? Hey, my sister's here. Hey, Melissa, how's it going? You can get your Toronto fix here. We're on King Street. The Fly, yeah, that's an awesome movie. I do have that one in my DVD collection. It's almost like a perfect sci-fi horror movie, really. I used to live in Brantford, Mike Phillips. Yeah, it's a pretty bummer ending of that movie, that's for sure.
I used to get sick, I don't know, twice a year.
Ah, so you got the place to yourself, Melissa. So do you miss the streets of Toronto? Do you miss Belly Buster's subs? That's my favorite sub place. The original Fly, yeah. That movie kind of disturbed me more than the remake did when I first saw that one. Just the ending scene, really. Help me! Help me! Help me! Wow, that guy was a cowboy, but he had an English accent. He was a British cowboy just walked past us. That's how you know Toronto is diverse. We have British cowboys here. Hey, Susan is lurking. Hello, Susan. Right, we're on Spadina. Spadina, tomato, tomato. You say either, I say either. You say neither, I say neither. Either, either, neither, neither. Let's call the whole thing off. Hey, Michelle Briggs is also lurking. Yeah, Data and Data. I say Data, probably because of the influence of Star Trek: The Next Generation. The guy sounded like he said red rum. Red rum! Red rum! Is it buffering? I'm not seeing any connections issues here on my end. No buff. Buffer, no buff. What do you say to Sarah Michelle Gellar after she's been working out at the gym? You're looking pretty buff. There's Adelaide Street. I'm great, Susan. Papaya for dessert sounds good. Keep the day job. I just literally made that joke up here on the spot. It did have a huge club scene. It still has a club scene, but not in the way it did like 15, 20 years ago. The club scene before was around the entertainment district, which is this area over here. And there were lots of mega clubs. Like tens of thousands of people would be packed into all the clubs in that neighborhood. And now the clubs are on King Street West, and they're a lot smaller. There's still lots of people, lots of crowds, but it's not the same scene as it used to be. Yeah, the rave scene, I think, was one of the biggest rave scenes in the world. Maybe like after London, UK. I've never been much of a club guy. I think once or twice I went to some places like that. Once or twice I checked out a rave, just out of curiosity, mostly because friends of mine wanted to go. It wasn't really my scene. I mean, I enjoyed myself enough while I was there, but it wasn't like I wanted to keep going back over and over again or anything. And Queen Street West had a big punk rock scene in the 70s, in the late 70s. And disco was ubiquitous. It was everywhere. Even North Bay had a disco scene in the 70s. My sister and I would listen to the Mickey Mouse disco album. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I think I had a 45 record of Disco Duck. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right, Wing Zero. Ring my bell. Yeah, the bovine is still around. Yep. Still looks the same. Hasn't really changed on the outside. I think not on the inside either. No, I definitely was not a gamer growing up. I only dabbled in video games. I was always more of a listening to music and watching movies and TV guy, and I still am. Sanjay in Kingston, $1.10 super chat. Thank you very much, Sanjay. That's very much appreciated. Hope things are awesome in Kingston and not all rainy and gloomy.
Traditional one, but with the traditional one, you never know, right?
Here is Queen in Spadina, or is it Spadina? I remember before the pandemic, I did a video here where I just observed the intersection, where I just basically just stood here in one spot watching all the activity, and that was the video. That was when things were at their busiest, right before everything turned into a desolate ghost town. I also did a video where I observed the intersection of Yonge and Dundas and Spadina and Yonge and College. Those videos were easy because I didn't even have to walk around. I just stood there and pointed the camera at the intersection. I think I also did Yonge and Queen at rush hour. Yeah, I try to watch some of the old 80s TV shows when I see them playing on various channels here and there. Some of them just did not age well, or they just don't really hold up all that well anymore, at least not as a grown man watching them as they did when I was like a teenager or a kid. I used to love watching shows like Who's the Boss and Growing Pains and things like that. Now when I watch them, I'm just like, I don't find this all that entertaining anymore. I don't know. Some shows do hold up though. Too Close for Comfort. I remember that one, yeah. Hey, Thomas Fox, how's it going? Yeah, Seinfeld still holds up to me.
It's like, why would anybody actually do that?
Yeah, I used to love the original Magnum PI, and it plays on one of the channels I get. And I've watched a few episodes here and there. It holds up pretty well. Gilligan's Island. I recently rewatched all of Gilligan's Island too, Ryan Rides. And I still enjoyed it, I guess simply because when I was a kid, that was by far my favorite show. And I think it's just been sort of imprinted into my brain to like Gilligan's Island no matter what. Okay, here's a whole bunch of these little delivery robots. Emo's Music Channel, $10 super chat. Hey, yo Ken, how you doing? Good evening. Thank you very much, Emo's Music Channel, for the $10, and I'm doing great. I wonder if any of these little robots are going to go anywhere. I followed one a while ago, doing a live stream. I followed it for about 5 minutes or so. Then I felt like a weirdo. I felt like I was harassing the little thing. I was like, okay, I'll stop following you now. Tiny Market. Oh, is this one going somewhere? There it goes. Where are you going? Which way are you going? So this is the headquarters here, so this is where they're controlling them from. can see someone in there sitting down in front of a monitor. Well, this one's moving now too. I am a robot stalker. Yes, I am. Is it going in? They're going in. They're going in for the night. Oh, they need their rest. They're going to like take a nap maybe. Or recharge their batteries. Oh, they have a little ramp they go down? Look at that. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Maybe they don't deliver it late at night or after dark or whatever. Look at that. Do these deliver at night or just during the day?
Sorry?
Do these deliver at night or only during the day?
We also deliver at night.
At night too? Okay, yeah. They could be Daleks. I think they are. That one blinked at me. Maybe it'll wink at me. Oh, just close the door. She probably thought I was some kind of weirdo.
No, what did she say? Oh, that she wanted. Oh, how cute. That she wanted.
They come in different sizes too. I just sort of noticed that. Got one that's for a smaller payload and one for a bigger payload. Yeah, these things go around the city delivering whatever, food or whatever else, I guess. They're controlled remotely from this location here. It's the beginning of Skynet. Yeah. Oh, I remember that movie. That Tom Selleck movie. That was actually a pretty good movie, right? Our robot overlords. Yeah, Gene Simmons was in it, yep. I think he played the villain. I remember it was set in the near future. And I thought, wow, I can't wait till things are like that. Because the cars looked a little different, a little more futuristic. And the robots and everything. And I think the year that movie was set in is a long time ago. We're way past that year now. That's the posts. These are like, we're in Chinatown. These are Chinatown related. I'm not exactly sure what to call these things. Yeah, and we're past the year that Blade Runner was set in too. That was set in the year 2019. But still no flying cars. Come on. Sometimes late at night when it's raining, Toronto looks a little bit like Blade Runner. There's a bit of a cyberpunk vibe here in the city, in some parts of town. This part of town really, actually, has it quite a bit. You can see everyone walking with umbrellas, with all the lights. It could definitely pass for a scene from Blade Runner. I think there's a cyberpunk subreddit, and people post photos of things that look cyberpunk, and Toronto is featured on there all the time. Dragon City. Alright, Susan is all fed and ready to watch the stream. There's a bit of a Blade Runner look right there. No. I'm trying to do Blade Runner music, but it's kind of hard to do. It's just sort of like tones. Ominous tones. Who are you calling crazy? Well, I'm afraid I have bad news for you, Melissa. It's genetic. Johnny's theme. What is Johnny's theme? Does Johnny have a theme? You mean the theme that he plays before his home streams and live streams and stuff like that? Can't remember how it goes. Now this other music is distracting me. This is Spadina Avenue, Wayne. Oh, Susan, we're near your family's restaurant, right? We haven't passed it yet, have we? Didn't I say the next time I walk through here I will check it out. I will point the camera directly at it. The sky is clear now. Got the moon. It's an unruly guy with a Toronto Maple Leafs jersey. He's chasing this guy. I don't know what's going on. Some guy's chasing another guy for some reason or other. Doesn't look super serious, but I don't know. Make like a tree and get out of here. You idiot! It's make like a tree and leave! Yeah, there has been some nasty things happening here along Spadina Avenue in recent times, that's for sure. They more often tend to happen in the more wee hours, though, of the night, like after midnight or 6 o'clock in the morning, even. Yeah, Marquez, where is it? That guy back there distracted me from my mission. Where is it, Susan? Is it back this way? I want to show your restaurant. Melissa Mrs. Platter Place. It's on the other side? Alright. So it's not this one, right? It's a different seafood one? My life lacks direction. Prime directive. You mustn't ever forget the prime directive. Taste of China. All right, I have a name. So it's on this side? It's on the east side? Because I'm going to the east side. Hello in Melbourne, Australia. I feel like I'm just sort of wandering aimlessly here. It's on the west side. Somebody told me it was across the street when I was on the west side. Oh. right. $3.38. Okay. Yeah, I'm just wandering around like a dingus next to Saigon Optical. Oh, I see it. Okay. I have it in my sights. All right. We're going to go look at it. It's true, I don't really frequent Chinese restaurants very often. All right, here we go. So here is Susan's family's restaurant. So everybody come here. You're in Toronto. Everybody coming by. Lots and lots of food. Lots and lots of good food. They even have an outdoor little patio here. There you go. Most restaurants in Chinatown don't have one. There's no room to put one in most of the restaurants in Chinatown. So now I'll never forget now where it is. You're busy today? That's good. Hope it stays busy. Veggie options? Awesome. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Hey, Chuck Diamond, how's it going? It's really dark here along this stretch. Everything is all boarded up here. Even a chicken can ruffle some feathers. Supernatural beings of Earth. What is up indeed? How you doing? I want to be a supernatural being of Earth. Joe Walks. Hello, Joe Walks. Do you walk? Do you have a walking channel also? Smell of weed is strong along here. We are close to Kensington Market though.
Either this intersection or the next.
Huh? It's up?
What's my favorite fruit? It's either a banana or a peach. I kind of like both of them equally. Yeah, the Alma combo is up ahead. That's true, John O'Meara. That is true. I'm really enjoying this weather right now. I have my hoodie on and I feel at the perfect temperature. I'm not like sweating in any way and I'm not too chilly. It's just perfect conditions for long walks. Well, it doesn't feel too cold to me, but maybe to some people it might be a little chilly. I think it's around 12 degrees Celsius, or it was when I started the stream anyway. And here's the Alma combo. I'm going north right now, Brook. Hello, Doug. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I could believe that, Richard Bishop, 15 degrees. Yeah, the new TNT supermarket is right nearby. Just wondering which way to go. I'm thinking I want to go up towards Bloor. I don't think I want to go this way. This way is kind of dark and boring. So maybe I will walk along College to Bloor. I don't think the comfort zone is there anymore. But the silver dollar is being resurrected. It was torn down but rebuilt as part of this new development here. And they put the sign back up. The old silver dollar sign is up again. I'm not sure if the comfort zone will come back or not. The Silver Dollar was a long-standing live music venue. There you go. Silver Dollar Room. I did go to a couple shows at the old Silver Dollar. Some metal shows when my friend Jim came into town, because he's a metalhead, big time metalhead. So pretty much any time I go see a metal show is because Jim takes me to one. So I've probably seen more metal shows than any other non-metal fan on the planet. Hey, Lisa Palmer, how's it going? Ryan Wynn, you listen to John Lennon. That's awesome. There's a cool drawing in one of the storefronts of John Lennon's face. I'm not sure if it's that way or this way. I think it's back the other way. Every time I walk past, I notice it. I think that hotel was called the Waverly, right? Where the original Silver Dollar was. That was quite the sketchy place. I remember it was featured in an episode of Orphan Black. I think the one clone who liked to kill people lived in the Waverly. Estelle, I haven't, but I'm kind of interested to watch that. I did watch all of The Sopranos. So I'm kind of walking past the U of T sort of stretch of College Street here, so it's a bit quiet here. We'll get back to some more busy streets before too long. I'm just thinking what street I want to take to head north. Oh yeah, Clayton Crawford. Yeah, here's the way into U of T here along St. George Street. Yeah, Christopher and Paula, yeah, they were good. And Danny Kaman, €5. I know here are many Orphan Black fans in the chat. This is for a Helena impression. Was that the one who lived in the Waverly Hotel? Was that Helena? Did she talk with an accent like this? I can't. I'm trying to remember all the different clones. Did I say euros or pounds? I thought I said euros. If I said pounds, I meant to say euros. The Ukrainian. You say Ukraine is weak? Smash your little board. Ukraine not weak. If anyone knows what that's referencing, you get 2 points. Eurostars? Pretty sure I didn't say Eurostars. Jan M, you win. Jan M won. Chuck Diamond, $20 scary Halloween walk. Yes. Wow, thank you Chuck Diamond for the $20. And I think a scary Halloween walk is definitely something I would like to do. Either in a recorded video or a live stream, or maybe both. So thank you very much, Chuck. I'm gonna check out the Cabbagetown neighborhood again, I think, because they tend to have awesome Halloween decorations in there. And there's also the very spooky Toronto necropolis there. Probably the spookiest cemetery in the city. I want to start heading northward again. Yeah, Melissa, I remember your street is quite the sight on Halloween for sure. If your new street in Vancouver isn't like that, you should make it like that. You should spearhead the movement to turn it into another Halloween extravaganza. You should be the Halloween house of the block. Yeah, not very often. It's a cool word to say. Eh? Necropolis. It's a really satisfying word to wrap your mouth around, you know? Thank you for the sub, Supernatural Beings of Earth. And tell all your friends and anyone else watching who hasn't subbed, just go ahead and do it already. And maybe I'll entertain y'all with more silly stories and occasional off-key singing. Hey, Carl Roth, how's it going? Oh yeah, Ryan Rides, you're in the necropolis. That's a word you have to kind of think about before you say it. Yeah, everyone check out Ryan Rides' channel. He also does streams around the city on his e-scooter. The moon. Yeah, I'm great, Carl. Oh, is that so, Lisa? I don't know if it's quite a full moon. Is it supposed to be a full moon tonight? It looks like it's still a bit... There's a little ways to go before being full. Megan would know if it's a full moon or not, if she's still watching. Hey Waldo, how's it going? Hello in Saigon. Hope you're enjoying my walk around Toronto. Yeah, the rain cleared up nicely. Now I'm just carrying this umbrella around. But I legitimately needed it when I started the stream. It was raining hard enough to get my stuff all wet. I had to dry off my phone and my gimbal before I started the stream because it did get a little bit wet. Yeah, on the 20th. See, there you go. Thanks, Mike Kirk. You know, Jim Martin, I've never been to Canada's Wonderland ever. I've only ever seen it from the highway, including in my recent video where I rode the bus back into the city where we passed by Canada's Wonderland. That was a long video. It was like an hour and 23 minutes. It was so long I couldn't upload it in 4K. I had to upload it in 1080p because my computer just didn't have enough space to upload it in 4K.
Because otherwise, like...
Tony, in Toronto it's unavoidable. You have to walk under scaffolding because it's literally everywhere. Estelle watched my bus video. It was a nice long ride. Started from the outskirts, where it was basically just farmland, so you get to see all the subdivisions being built on the very edge of the built-up area. And then you come into the suburbs, and then into the city, and then all the way downtown. Whoa. Yeah, I'll probably make it to Disneyland before I ever make it to Canada's Wonderland. Hey, Myrtlefoot. Would I ever let one? Well, I suppose. I mean, I have done it before. I mean, when I'm out here, though, I do kind of like to just do my own thing and all that, but if it's sort of pre-planned, it's definitely better than just some kind of like a random sniping, if you will. But whatever, it's not a big deal. I'd probably be okay with it, as long as the person walking with me doesn't mind the fact that I'm sort of busy chatting with everyone, and you know, if they just want to walk along, that's cool. But that being said, I do kind of like just being free to just pay full attention to the chat and to the stream. Alright, we're making our way over to Bay Street. Canada's Wonder Hole. I enjoyed amusement parks when I was a kid. I just never really felt any strong desire to keep going to them as an adult. I understand that Canada's Wonderland is some pretty kick-ass roller coasters and all that kind of stuff, and I'm not opposed to that. I just haven't really made a point of going there, that's all. Myrtlefoot, haha. So here is Bay Street. We've got people Having a nice time in here. And we got people riding their electric scooters on the sidewalk. Let's go up to the Lower Yorkville area. Spider-Man versus Batman. Well, I don't know. Spider-Man does have superpowers. Batman just has gadgets and ninja skills, but hey, Spider-Man has like the strength of like 20 humans or something like that. What's the final destination? Probably somewhere around the Young Bloor area. There, here's a cyclist on the street. Good job, good job. He's delivering food and he's not on the sidewalk. Richard Bishop, well, not quite heading home yet. It doesn't take me long to get home from anywhere in downtown, really. I'm within like a 30-minute walk of most parts of the core of downtown, whether it's Bloor Street or the lake or the CN Tower. They're all about a 30-minute walk. Or even Riverdale Park to get that skyline view. You have to bring the coffee because I do not have any. Well, actually I do have some, but it's Megan's coffee. I don't drink coffee myself. Go to church in Wellesley. Well, let's see. I might make it down that far. So I don't want to go too much over 2 hours because I think that will be the end of my data allowance for this pay period. Wing Zero, yeah, that's true, that's true. But Peter Parker is also a very brilliant scientist, though, isn't he? I was just going to say, it smells like chicken around here, and that's why. The super chicken. Dun, 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 dun. Carl Roth loves science. Are you blinded by it? I don't believe it. There she goes again. She tidied up and I can't find anything. Poetry in my ocean. She blinded me with science. She blinded me with science. Boy from New York teaches physics. Awesome. At one time I thought I wanted to be a physicist. Because when I was 16, 17, that's what I was into. That's what I thought I was going to do, but I just didn't do it. Thomas Dolby, yes. Really? It was just his birthday was yesterday. Wow. How's that for a coinkadink? I have an old cassette tape where I recorded She Blinded Me with Science off of the radio when it was a brand new song, and I recently played that old tape to see if it still worked, and yeah, it still works. And the DJ said, like, that was Thomas Dolby's new song, She Blinded Me with Science. It's almost like having an ancient artifact or something. Estelle, 10 Australian dollars towards my dinner. Thank you very much, Estelle, for the 10 Australian dollars. I think a Burrito Boys burrito is definitely in order after this stream. The last time I went into Burrito Boys, the guy who made my burrito thanked me for always mentioning their restaurant in my streams. But I still had to pay for my burrito. But that was cool. I still have a cassette player, Chris Mills. And Alan K. Kwan, $5.99. It's chilly. Go get a post-stream hot beverage. Well, thank you very much, Alan, for the $5.99. Very much appreciated. There's Charles Street. Maybe I'll get a hot chocolate. Maybe tonight I'll get a free burrito. Maybe they're watching right now. Hint, hint. Bay Blur Radio. Was this here before, this Independent City Market? Or is this new? I don't remember this being here, but maybe this is just all new signage to go with this renovation here. Maybe it was there before. do a merch t-shirt with a burrito on it. TheKenContinuum. And here's Bay Street Video. Speaking of old movies and things, this is the best place to come for hard to find DVDs. They have thousands upon thousands in there. It's one of the last remaining big sort of DVD shops in the city to rent out or purchase DVDs. I remember I was trying to find the movie The World According to Garp to add it to my collection, and I couldn't find it anywhere until I looked in there, and there it was. I passed the dispensary. What dispensary? You own it, Richard Bishop? Yeah, it's a good movie, right? And it opens with a Beatles song. It's kind of rare for a movie to open with a actual Beatles recording, or to have an actual Beatles recording anywhere in the soundtrack, really. So that usually comes with a pretty substantial cost to get the rights to use a original Beatles song in a movie soundtrack. Here is the Mink Mile. This is where all these fancy ass stores are. Yeah, right, eh? I think him and Paul McCartney had a bit of a falling out over that. But I think they eventually got over it. Because Paul McCartney was told that he should buy it. But before he even got the chance to do it, Michael Jackson bought it. And then just called him and told him. And McCartney thought he was joking. He was like, "Oh, you bought it, did you? Oh, that's funny." He's like, "No, I'm serious." All right, Myrtlefoot. Yes, that's right. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button too if you haven't already. Still making my way towards 6,000 subscribers. I think I might do it before the year is over. And it is Bay Station, not to be confused with Not Bay, which I just said in my recent video. Alright, Whitby Dude. Thanks for checking out the stream. Have a great evening too. Just blame Yoko. She definitely gets a lot of flack, but I don't know if all of it is deserved or not, but I have to admit, man, when I watch these old clips of her with John Lennon doing performances and she starts singing, I can't take it. I'm just like, oh God. It's like, Action Kid, yeah. I was just talking to him earlier. We were both watching Ginny's streams while she was here in Toronto. And so was Johnny. All three of us were watching. And all three of us met her. First Action Kid met her in the summer. Then I just met her the other day. And then Johnny just met her yesterday. This is Yorkville. Be my Yoko Ono. Oh. Apparently she liked that song when the Bare Naked Ladies released that song. She actually heard it and she liked it. And I think they heard something from her about it, about how much she liked it. Yes, she is an artiste. All right, Estelle, thank you very much for dropping by, and thank you for the super chat again. I'm glad you could catch a stream. Hope to see you again. Eating eggs all the time, Eating eggs all the time loves me. I love eating eggs all the time. Eating eggs all the time. Eating eggs all the time. I love eating eggs all the time. Maybe not all the time, but often enough. Did Rob Ford eat eggs all the time, though? I don't think I can believe it's really Rob Ford unless I have some proof that he ate eggs all the time. An ego is a circumcised ego? Well, the cops are looking to get somebody. Eggs is good. Yes, I agree. Eggs is good. Well, he was certainly a lot more entertaining than John Tory. You got to give him that, right? John Tory is like the definition of milquetoast. That being said, I don't think he's a terrible mayor. I think a lot of people think he is a terrible mayor, but to me he's just like a pretty standard kind of mayor. Like, you know, mayors don't really do a heck of a lot for the most part. In Canada, they don't have a lot of power anyway. It's different in the States. The mayor of cities in the States actually have power. Yeah, it was a sad story, yeah. I admit, when he was the mayor, I did find his views on things relating to the city, like removing bike lanes and things like that. I thought they were pretty backwards, but he was fun to watch. Yeah, he definitely was a messed up person, yeah.
Not particularly practical.
Follow the flute guy. Is he going this way? Remember when the Joker was walking around here a long time ago when I was streaming? He was doing the Joker laugh. Supernatural beings of Earth, have a good night, and thank you once again. Carl Roth, I haven't really thought that far ahead yet. Yeah, you remember him, Susan, yeah? Well, we have a new contender. I haven't seen Xanta in a while, I think a year or so. He was hanging around downtown at Yonge and Dundas in his scooter. He would just kind of hang out there with the scooter with a sign on the scooter that said like, check out Xanta on like Wikipedia, because he has a Wikipedia page. And Bloor. Yeah, he would do donuts, and he'd park his scooter in the middle of the Yonge and Dundas scramble crossing, and he'd get off and do push-ups in the middle of the intersection, much more slowly and with much worse form than he used to do push-ups back when he was in his prime. Because he is kind of heavy now. He's not all ripped and muscular like he used to be. He's definitely aged. So this is Young and Bloor, and I think this is where I'm going to wrap things up. We're just past the 2-hour mark. I don't think I have very much data left. I'm probably about to get a data warning any minute now. So I will definitely walk through the Church Wellesley neighborhood in a future stream for the person who wanted me to walk through there. So thanks everybody for, you know, watching me wander around for 2 hours, and for the comments, and thanks to the mods, and thanks to everyone who super chatted. It's all very kind and appreciated. And have a great weekend, everybody. And I'll see you next weekend, if not sooner. Have a great night. I will continue.